and then we just lose sound for 2 minutes. Alright. An attempt to deal with the silence. I'm gonna leave and reload the game. Alright, there. This is where you're gonna get your music. I'll be back when the clock is up. Enjoy the soundtrack. Alright, here we are. Real quick sound check. Everything looks good on my end. Looks like everything's coming through fine. Nope, I just killed the sound. 1 second. Okay, back to normal. Welcome in, everybody. We are going to do some more Dredge. I have the feeling that we are getting close to an ending. I don't know if it's a good ending. It's almost certainly not a good ending. I'm currently under the impression this game doesn't have any good endings. So we are going to go look for one more tablet piece. Probably going to be hidden in a spot like back there. Oop, that's the big one. We don't want anything to do with that one. Go away, little fishy. Say go away, little fishy. There it goes. Alright, there were a couple of spots in here that looked interesting. Did we manage to get around back there already and find nothing good? That's just metal dredge. We're looking for a tablet piece. Oh. Alright, it seems like we can generally outrun these things. We have the fastest engines. could also search around after using a banish. That looks promising. Nope. Yep, we're looking for one tablet piece. That's all we need. Probably back here. Alright. Do banish first. Alright, we found it. I was a little slow on the banish. Which engine did it hit? One that didn't matter that much. And we can get out of here the easy way. The manifest. Hey, Sylphea. There's one thing I like. It's coming up with punny titles. How are you doing this evening? We have really powerful lights, so I should be able to find the rocks. Shifted in a good way or a bad way? That should be all of the tablets. Oh no, I saw the post in the Discord that it didn't end well, but I didn't get a chance to find out why it didn't end well. Oh, well that's not too bad. Just a one-day shift. That could be way worse. Hello, what can I do for you today? Show him the tablet. The trader takes the stone tablet from you and places it alongside the others. He turns them over and arranges them together in a square. On the underside of the tablets, new glyphs begin to form, casting an eerie light onto the low ceiling. Yes, go on. That's supposed to be my line, trader. He begins transcribing the glyphs onto an old scrap of parchment. Each stroke appears to demand excruciating concentration. It looks like he was already doing that. After a few minutes, he puts down his pen and reads aloud. You can read the glyphs? When the sky mistakes the stars, and the air grows thick with night, the deep will open its scars. Protect us, O guiding light. Literally the lighthouse keeper? I only know of one guiding light, but these tablets predate the lighthouse at Greater Marrow by centuries. There is another lighthouse. The fragments are fused together now. Why don't you take this back? In theory, they should open a lock somewhere. But where? I know where. We already found the spot for this. I knew it immediately that we were gonna put these tablets together. An intriguing mystery. Do let me know if you make any progress. In the meantime, do you have any trinkets? No. Don't have anything for you. I shouldn't speed. I shouldn't speed at night. I'm gonna speed right into a rock. Wait. Ghost boat? That's my boat. Sell the fish. Anchovy King. Repair the ship. It's an expensive repair. Totally expected. We're supposed to talk to the lighthouse keeper. What is it? What do you know about the Silver and Crimson book? Somebody told me that you saw the whole thing. She shudders at the very mention of the book. You're really asking me, after all this time? You know it must be returned. She looks at you with deep pity. You have to move on. For her sake as well as yours. Take control. Be rid of that thing once and for all. Are you mistaking me for somebody? Oh no. Oh no, is she not mistaking us for anybody? Find the door. We know where the door is. Let's head on back. We should be fine at night, right? I say as rocks start appearing out of nowhere. Northeast. No. Aha, I'm faster than you now. Not gonna take my time. Ain't nothing gonna slow me down. No. I'm gonna keep on moving. Okay, that was new. My assumptions of safety are null and void. Stone columns. I don't think this is where it was. No. Small creatures. Alright, yeah, that's just telling us about the monsters. The statues. This is where we're supposed to light the statues, but... I have that effect. I do enjoy music. Alright, it must be at the lighthouse. Is it that one? It's gotta be that one. Ooh, special fishy. Give me the special fishy. There it is. My light went out. Alright, we swing around the back here. Ooh, more special fishy. Was it not? Oh, it went away because of daybreak. No bad birds. Get out of here. Don't take my fish. Alright, go to the ancient lighthouse. You climb the many steps leading up to the ancient lighthouse. At its base is a solid stone door. The door. You can't see a handle, but there's a large socket carved into the face. Insert the fused tablet. The fused tablet clicks into place and the door rumbles before sliding aside. Step inside. You step through the doorway of the ancient lighthouse. The stairway to the top is collapsed. This is as far as you're going to get. Around you are a number of dusty objects. Some of them look valuable. Flame of the sky. Impossibly bright for such a compact design. The delicately faceted crystal lens focuses a perpetual shimmering flame. Neat. I'll take that and figure out. You're gonna make me put it in storage or immediately install it. I think it still makes sense to immediately install it. You take everything from the room. Is that it? Hey, Riptide. I am doing well. How did your stream go? The room is empty. And the cave was just the pictures. Ah, I wonder. These paintings depict the fall. We don't want to see the fall. We want to see the rise. Birth of civilization. Alright, what was the fall? These paintings depict the fall of civilization. Volcanic eruption tears through a tall lighthouse. Monstrous shapes devour people as buildings turn to ruin. In the dim light of the cave, you make out some paintings. Okay. I was catching a little bit of your Dredge stream while I had the opportunity. But you got a lot more days than I do. So I just watched a little bit of fishing. I didn't want any story spoilers. Alright, well, it looks like this light is not the answer to our problem. I had really high hopes for that. So I guess we just find these fish and get the flames next. Unless we think that guy's just gonna hand over the book. But I don't think that is likely. Unknown symbols. After the last grotesque figure emerges, a membrane spreads over the fissure. Distant groan emanates from the space beyond. Okay. Is there anything here for us? This is a neat looking building to just be nothing, but it appears to just be nothing. Being scared of the night for good reason. Alright, what did you want? You still need a hooked manta ray. And I think we passed one of those way back over here by the lighthouse. Maybe. Also, maybe I am mistaken. A lot of armored sea robins. Pretty sure we passed one on the inside. There we go. Go away, fishy. Oop, I just missed. Alright, let's get out of here before the mama comes. I'm afraid to do this part because it seems like lighting all of these is a bad thing. But what do I know? I'm just a fisherman. Slowly. Alright. The rock splits with an almighty crack. It crumbles away, revealing its core. We don't need these, but we'll take them anyway. We have 2 flames. 1 to go. Oh, not you. Oh, what's behind us? Alright, we need to go back inside for that one. Hopefully I've opened up a shortcut. And we'll just grab a couple of fish on the way, just in case those are the ones we need. Yeah, it's right around this corner. Two malformed fish writhing under the sun. Two malformed fish writhing under the sun. Is that going to be a specific... An anchovy king is a lot of fish. Or does it just want any two, non-specific? Any two. It crumbles away, revealing its core. Alright, it just wanted any weird fish. For our operational fishing speed. Oh, it's a massive increase to fishing speed. Alright. Interesting. Special fish. I haven't used this spell yet. An infected eel. Oh, is there a chance it ruins the fish? Should I have been more careful? Oh. Alright, fanatic. I'm looking for sunken relics. Are there any shipwrecks around here? I'm pretty sure he has it. Relics, you say? Perhaps. One such as this? He pulls an antique pocket watch from inside his robe. Droplets of sea spray crackle and seethe in the air around it. You were drawn to it, I see. It found me during my rite of proving as I scavenged for creatures of power. It sapped at my spirit when I first recovered it, but I came to appreciate its strange nourishment with time, just like the One Ring. As will you when the ritual is prepared. It will be yours to carry forth. Anything else? What's the scroll? I found it at the end of my other life. It washed ashore as all great gifts do. It took some time for me to decipher the runes. It speaks of an incomprehensible door, and those wretched twisted fish that swam through, their flesh is the closest thing to a key. Okay. Are there others that share your beliefs? There are pretenders, failures that make a mockery of the deep. I tried correcting their ways, but I soon saw they had lost the path. I left them to their ceaseless hunger. Anything else? No, that's about it. The cold flame roars in the statue's hands. Okay. Didn't bring the third one. It's fine if we light this, right? It's not going to end the world or anything. Preparations are complete. The fanatic awaits. What is it? The flames are lit. Ah, I can feel it. The chill of the deep touches us now. It is time. Come. You follow him up the steps of the temple. At the top is a black stone altar. Stacked high upon the altar are layers of dark, damp wood. He draws the antique pocket watch from his robe. It sways hypnotically in the breeze. It is almost yours. May it mark the start of your journey and the end. Still holding the pocket watch in one hand, he clambers atop the pyre and raises his scroll. He begins to chant. Interrupt him and ask what he's doing? Hey, what are you doing? He ignores you. The wind picks up. Swirling sea sprays around the altar. A cold blue flame rises from the sodden wood at his feet. Yeah, I may have started the end times. Well, he's not gonna stop. I'm gonna tell him to. He can start over. His chanting grows louder. The freezing blaze climbs his legs. His chanting continues, no pain detectable in his voice. He lifts his arms skyward. A second later, the inferno engulfs him. It rages for a moment, then abruptly dies away. A cold mist pools around the floor of the temple briefly before the wind sweeps it into the sea. He's one with the sea now. No trace of the fanatic remains. Inspect the pyre. Her watch. The hands are stopped dead, frozen in the moment. You take the pocket watch. It's freezing cold. It vibrates in your palm. Clock hands spinning wildly below the cracked face. Are they spinning wildly or are they stopped? Those things seem contradictory. Now I'm gonna hit a rock. We're gonna lose the watch. One last sail of fish. No, everything is not okay, but here's some fish. Nothing is okay, in fact. Nope. Still the wrong thing. Go to the shipyard. Do repairs. Sell this metal we don't need. Yeah, that's... Rest till morning. Alright. Let's, talk to this guy about throwing the book back. See if that's something he's willing to do. Alright, real quick. Throw the watch in storage. We'll have a chat with him, and then we can run and get it. What is it? Tell me more about that book of yours. Which book? This one here? With a wry grin, he pulls a dusty tome from the nearest shelf and glances at the cover. There's really not much to be said of Histories of the Grey Isles. It's quite a chore. Not that book. Play dumb, your hypocrisy is wearying. I suppose we must go through this rigmarole yet again. The Book of the Deep appears in his hands, sheathed in its dirty crimson jacket. Go ahead, ask us. Us? I'm sorry. Did you just refer to yourself as us? Where'd you get it? Sparkling dust motes hang in the air between you. Don't you remember? You were there. The air around the book begins to pulse rhythmically like a quickening heartbeat. So was she. Who? You wanted to forget, begged me. The room bristles. This is what you asked for. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Give me the book. Your words hang in the space between. You won't change a thing. The book is ours. Step closer. You take a step closer through the crackling room. The collector lurches forward in response. Right? Like we didn't learn anything from Smeagol? What can you possibly hope to achieve? Take the book. It won't succeed, but try anyway. You strike out with your right fist, punching hard into the jaw of the collector. His face shatters and falls to the ground. Ow. It was me. It was me all along. You're pathetic. The Book of the Deep is in your hands. Understand this plainly before you sink us into despair. I know how to bring her back. It's all right there on the pages, and now you've seen its power firsthand. We wield the power to release her from her slumber, find her last relic, and we can undo everything. Undo what you did. What did I do? I don't understand who you are. You're clearly me. Say it anyway. I am what was fractured from you on that day you dredged the depths. I am what could be. I am your breathless self. You mentioned saving someone. Yeah, the wife. The wife that ruined your christening. The christening of the boat, not your christening. That would be weird. Yes, she will rise from the deep. The book describes it. We almost have all the pieces. Just one more. I know what the words did to me. Workshop's still locked. It's locked. And I don't have the key. But I have the book. But where do I throw it? I don't know where we dredged it from. I have no memory. We're gonna need to go talk to the old mayor. Or the lighthouse keeper. The lighthouse keeper saw the whole thing? Is that what he said? That's not the mayor. He's up one more. This is just a big black rock. Yep. This is his shipwreck. That's not a shipwreck. I went south. I was supposed to be going north. I'm waiting for another giant tentacle attack. What? Okay. That was big. Old mayor, help. Wait, isn't this where he was? Nearby you spot a piece of paper flapping in a bush. A note is written on it. You put it in your pocket to read later. Examine the structure. An old structure is built around a statue. The statue has its arms raised towards the lighthouse at Devil's Spine. Whether it gestures in fear or praise, you cannot tell. I thought this is where he was. close now. Nobody knows. Does he know? Desecrated temple, forgive me. The only way he might understand. Must help him. Must stop him. What happened to the mayor? Thought this is where he was. I was sure that was where we found him. Alright, well, let's head back to the lighthouse keeper then. She knows a lot, and now we have the book. So maybe she'll give us that piece of information that we're missing, because she really seems to know who we are. Gonna slam into the dock. What is it? I have the book, and I brought it here to you, the one person who told me that this was a terrible thing. You've had it this whole time, have you not? It doesn't matter. Make the most of this window of lucidity. Now is the time to act. Do you still remember where it happened? In that gloomy darkness behind the bay. When you are ready, I'll point the way. I'm ready. Point the way. Warning, you are entering the final phase of the game. Your progress will not be saved from this point onward. Do you wish to continue? Oof. My immersion. I was pretty sure that was going to be the case. Yeah, I wish to continue. Warning, one more time. My double immersion. Yep, I still want to continue. We must wait until night is thickest, until the ocean is as it was all those years ago. It's time, I'll point the way. Follow my light. Go and do what's right for her. Throw it back. Alright, let me check my can't really upgrade my engines anymore. Do you think the game would get mad if I spent some time installing new parts? After it told me I needed to wait for a specific hour. Wham! Right into some rocks. Oh yeah, I would have never guessed that spot. Where am I? I'm just back behind Greater Marrow. This is the place. Throw it. The book struggles in your grasp, its weight somehow shifting from side to side. Silver ribbons flail pathetically against your fingers. Throw it back. You hold it high above your head. A low groan rumbles from the book, echoed by another from the depths. Throw it back. You throw it into the foaming water. My lights go out. We did it. We saved the world. Yep. It was us all along. We dredged up the book. We were casting the spells on ourselves. And the scary thing is, I'm under the assumption that's the good ending. I mean, it should be the good ending, right? New Zealand bird songs and calls, thanks to the Department of Conservation, New Zealand. Well, the game didn't save past that point. So it seems like it would be pretty easy for us to go back and do a second ending. Yep, it was all our fault. That's what they kept telling us. The fog started the day the book was dredged up, so by tossing the book back, the fog is lifted, everybody gets to witness an aurora borealis. All of the strange fish probably go away. We did kill that dock worker. I don't think there was any fixing that one. I'm wondering how many of our other decisions changed game events, if any, or if it's just these are the things you did. None of the rest of it really matters except for how you ended it. Because it's not like we're getting a Fallout ending where it's giving us everybody's side stories. Here's what happened to the fishmonger. Without crazy fish to eat, he eventually went insane and threw himself in the ocean. Or the dock worker turned into a goo monster and slithered into the sea. It is purely our story, and our story alone. Also, I like to let credits roll. I do enjoy reading them at least once. Sometimes there's Easter eggs in there. Now I'm wondering how early we could have just thrown the book back. It was pure luck that we found the old mayor who explained what happened and what the book is, and then he was gone. If we hadn't found him, I probably would have just kept doing the quest. And it seems like that's a possibility in this, is that you just get an ending, whatever the other ending is, and don't even think about there being a second ending, because that happens in games. Did you beat such and such? Yeah, I can't believe blank happened. What do you mean blank happened? I don't remember that. Oh, well, didn't you break the mirror and throw the book back? Break what mirror? What are you talking about? And I'm not going to do a 100% completion on stream. I don't think anyone wants to watch me catch 1,000 different types of fish. Or however many there are. Is the music gone? Oh man, good old Power Wash Simulator. What a chill game that is. If I had enough topics to talk about on stream, I feel like that's something I would play. Just to sit and have conversation with everybody. Yeah, the music's gone. I'm showing some little audio baubles. Just the water noises. Okay, and then it just throws us right back to the title. It would be good to have a few things to talk about. It helps. Especially in scenarios where we can't just talk about our jobs or something. Yeah, I've had that problem with a couple of games before. Oh, I need to grab the watch. You climb the broken steps to the old mansion, the waves swelling and crashing against the basalt columns that surround you. You pause before crossing the threshold. I don't think we need to conceal the relic. I think we just go ahead and throw it in there. I mean, we already smashed the mirror. We know it's been us the whole time. He approaches, drawing closer with an incessant ticking. You have the pocket watch. You take out the watch. Its once frozen hands are now inexplicably twitching in a rhythmic struggle, trying but failing to move forwards. You place it in front of the collector. You place it in front of yourself because it was you. Though it has been some decades since I last laid eyes upon this, the sound of its mechanisms has grown no less unpleasant. And with that, our collection is complete. I must admit I am surprised. I did not think you had the determination for such a job. Now, with these 5 relics in our possession, only one thing remains. We will see her again soon. It will all be worth it, you know this! What? I don't think we play coy. I could see playing coy if we weren't looking at ourselves in a mirror. Yeah, I know. We must take one final voyage. This time, I will be with you. Cool, let's go. Am I gonna get... Oh, there's the terrible warning. You are entering the final phase of the game. I have broken your immersion. Do not make me break it a second time. Warning! Second immersion break. Do you really want to do this? Yes, otherwise I wouldn't have clicked the button the first 2 times. The relics are coming with us. We should wait for the fog to thicken. With luck, the seas will remain unaware of our intentions. Hey, you haven't opened the workshop for me. Now, our destination is the open expanse to the west of the Great Marrow. It is marked on the map. We must not tarry on the open waters, not with such a significant cargo. Make haste. His shape disappears from the mirror. A chill rises in your body as you turn to leave. The collector is with you. Cool. Can I go in the workshop? Nope. Alright. So he doesn't have the key. It didn't give me an option to input a key. Are we just going back to the same spot? We're going back to the same spot. Hey, I recognize that light. We saw that when we first got here. So we're gonna throw the items in instead of the book? And then we don't get eaten by a monster? This is the place. This is where she was taken from us, and where we can at last bring her back. Only here, and only because of what we've achieved. You open the book, its pages are frosted with ice, and a chill mist rises around your fingers. You begin to read aloud. To release a lost one, frozen in time. You throw the pocket watch overboard. And tethered by chains in the deep, you throw the necklace overboard. Bind them to this world once more. You throw the ring overboard. Open the door to the starry heavens. You slot the key into the lock of the music box. And lay the weary world to rest. You throw the music box overboard, its key left unturned. That doesn't look great. That's probably bad for everybody else. Fiend. Well, oh no. All right, the ending is significantly less happy than last time. Yep. Well, now I'm curious if we just rush the ending and collect stuff for him, and we don't learn about our backstory, or that we were the ones that pulled the book, or that that was our wife, well, then what happens? You just get a "you ruined the world for nothing" ending? There must be more. Alright, I think we can do a skip here. Let me check one thing real quick. As soon as everything unfreezes... Oh, there we go. Yeah, you're not getting music for a moment, sorry. I'll bring it back up as quickly as I can here. Okay. Yep, it doesn't seem like there's an ending that we're just straight up missing. The only one unmarked to me is Servant of the Shrines, and I assume that's just that you completed all the shrines. immediately slam into a wall. Alright. Let's see. Well, let's sell our fish. And now let's repair things because I don't know how to steer correctly. We have discovered 78 of 128 fish. That's not great. I am missing a basic fish from the marrows that could be trawled. Oh, these aren't aberrations? Or do we need both? Missing a couple from the Gale Cliffs. Missing a few from the Stellar Basin. Missing like one from Twisted Strand. We got like all of those. I'm missing one from the Devil's Spine. A few from the ocean. Exotics are probably very specific. Oh. Yeah, here's all the aberrations. Okay. Yeah, we're missing a bunch of fish, and we would need to catch specific aberrations of fish to get them all. Like I said, that's not something I'm going to do on stream. If I decide to 100% the game, we could put that into consideration, but we are not. But let's go check those islands out to the west. And south? Are there a couple places we haven't been? We didn't go to any of these islands, and we didn't go to those two islands. Yeah, let's start with the west. I caught one. One less fish to worry about. I also wonder what happens if we just keep going. Get to the edge of the map and just don't stop. Oh, maybe we did check this one. If it's got a plane on it. You approach a hooded figure. Deep violet robes mask their face completely. Fisherman. Feed. Person appears to forget the rest of what they were about to say. Feed the mouth. I already let one of these guys die. The hooded figure reveals a scroll. They gesture to a picture shown on the top. It's a tarpon. Nope. Yeah, we took too long trying to feed the last one. And when we came back, he was gone. Like he was dead gone. Ah! Crazy monsters always trying to get us. That's right, we'll just sail off the edge. Have you ever played Valheim? Valheim is on a world that is flat. What am I looking at here? Nothing? Just whatever this is? Okay. Now what am I looking at? That's the old fortress, okay. We went to there. Oh. Why am I getting dramatic music? That is a game that I think of when I think of a world with an edge. I've seen you play Valheim. There it is. Yeah, the roofs can be tricky. I've caught those squid. Alright, where am I going? Right over here? I feel like at some point we must have checked these out. Oh, you haven't streamed it. Okay. This island just appears to be that shipwreck. So let's go south. That's west. I streamed it for a bit. Oh, it's one of these. Slab of rock cuts above the waves. There are 4 large, powerful fish shapes. And 4 great fissures running through the cracked base. Am I supposed to know what the fish is? Is it supposed to be those specific fish? Ah. Yeah, that's true. I had a group that I played with for a majority, but they were not up for the latest update. So that's when I started playing that on my own. Oh. Here's the fish you wanted. Another sacrifice. Do I have one of those too? No, but we just saw some. Yeah. Alright, hold on. Nope, that's not it. Nope, that's a big one. Where did we see this? Not gonna see anything out in the ocean, am I? Wasn't that? Nope. What was that thing? Okay. Caught a Parhelion jellyfish. This looks promising. Nope, that's not it either. There we go, little piranhas. Hadn't caught one of these yet? Alright then. Music is getting a little bit extreme. What is this? Did I miss this? I missed this dock. Makeshift dock, campsite. Next to the dock is a derelict campsite. Strange symbols are scratched into the sand. What do you do? Search the campsite. An extremely rough and worn sheet of fabric is collapsed at the base of some wooden supports. There's nothing remarkable about it. What do you want to do? Inspect the sand. The symbols span the breadth of the camp, twisting this way and that. Some are grouped together into what must be words. Fresh footprints tread carefully around each symbol. The last symbol trails off hurriedly and looks unfinished. Look more closely. You find a ring. Okay. You take it. Follow the footprints. Whoever left the footprints was barefoot. The prints are large and wide, perhaps indicating they were left by a man, but you don't know much about footprints. Because you are a fisherman and not a tracker. Well, I stole his ring. Will this do? They bring the small fish up to their mouth and bite at it where the heart is. Their cracked lips part to reveal a row of sharpened teeth. Sense an opening. They unfurl the final scroll. This one shows a blue crab. Okay. I don't think my net just gets blue crabs. There's no spot for blue crab. I can't type into a list and just have blue crab pop up. That's a rock crab, and it's clearly not blue. Blue crab, Stellar Basin. That's where all of my crab pots are right now. Alright, let's go grab our crab pots. Maybe we don't just let this one die. The last one starved to death because I didn't know where to find the last fish he wanted. That's what you get for being a picky eater. Sometimes you just gotta eat the food that's in front of you. Grab another one in case I... Oh. Grab a bunch of other ones in case I run into a bunch of rocks. I think this is the last of the islands we were worried about. Yeah, we went to those. Maybe I didn't check these? I feel like maybe I didn't check those. We got some time. We'll do a quick run by after this. We got a bunch of fish in our net. Definitely didn't have any money problems. And it caught a lot of exotic fish for us. Alright. Here is your blue crab. They crack and bend the crab's legs apart and feast on the flesh inside. That's what we do. He's just like us. Lips still covered in crab flesh, they take a book from the inside of their robe and hand it to you. Answer, given. We await summons. They cross their arms and appear to fall into a deep sleep. Give me a book. Advanced fishing. Sure. I can read. That's true, we do cook it first. I mean, of course we do. That was silly. A collapsed viperfish. Alright, I don't believe there were multiple of the other boats before. There's another 445 money that we don't need. Undock, we don't need to sleep. We are headed north-northeast. We never went completely insane. We either did a good job of avoiding it, or it's harder than it seems. Ah. A hooded figure that wants fish. You want a cusk eel. Nope, sorry. Now you're gonna die from hunger because I'm never coming back. Sorry, I've decided not to be a completionist. Oh, my light. Is that it? Is that all that's over here? It would appear so. This island looks like it should have something, but alas, it does not. Okay then. Pursuits, we definitely filled up the board, so we got all the pursuits. We're missing 3 rare fish. Need to help the researcher collect all the samples she needs. We didn't do that. We used her for the generator that we needed to have done, and then we were like, bye. I don't know how many of these fish we even found. The person passed away. Yep, that's the thing that happened. Yeah, I don't know how much of this... It doesn't seem like any of it changes the end game. Like, we did the things that we did. And that is that, unless there's some sort of completionist ending, but I don't think that there is. We would have to start over to even find out, since we killed the one guy. Okay. Well. I'm content with that, as far as this game is concerned. This was a good game. I had a lot of fun. I like the story aspect. I like the fishing and upgrading of the boat. It's short. I wanted there to be a little bit more of the actual story, but maybe that's part of the... Like, I just went too fast. I probably could have slowed down and smelled the roses and enjoyed everything that was there. Try to catch all the different types of fish. I mean, there's more I can do. I just don't think I can justify trying to stream catching a bunch of fish. We got to 83 out of 128. That's pretty good. But there, again, there's some fish we didn't even find. And some of these are probably very rare. Like, there's only 1 or 2 spots to find them, and then that becomes the completionist aspect. It's just going and finding all those things. Alright. Well, I'm not entirely prepared to stream anything else. So I think I'm just gonna call it here for the night. Consider this game, as far as streaming goes, on the completed list. And we'll move on to something else on Thursday. Alright. So here's the plan. I'm gonna want to play some Legend of Zelda when it comes out. I've got a capture card coming, so I can stream my Switch. Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad we streamed this one. This was fun. I'm gonna play it more on my own time, but I'm not gonna stream it. So with Zelda coming out on Friday, if I'm not here on Thursday, it's because I'm trying to figure out how to set up my capture card correctly and make sure that it captures properly. Yeah. I am absolutely positive that's not a game that I'm going to get a bunch of viewers for. Obviously, a ton of people are going to be streaming that game. And I'm a nobody, and I'm fine with that. But since I want to play it anyway, I may as well stream it. I played a ton of the first Zelda. I went everywhere. I collected all the things. I spent so much time on that game. we'll stream this one and we'll see how it goes. But yeah, the plan is to be back on Thursday and do a one-off stream. Well, good. At least somebody will enjoy it then. Yeah, the plan is to do a one-off on Thursday. I don't know of what. Maybe we'll do a demo day. I saw you played Haven Dock. Dock Haven? I've already forgotten the name of it. It's been sitting on my list to try out. But I might just watch your stream of it instead. I want to try Magical Mixture Mill. That one looked interesting. But they went early access on their release date. I really thought they were going to have it done. But it's not done. So yeah, I'm kind of... I get scared of some games that get early access because it just doesn't feel like they're going to get done. Yeah, replayability on that is probably not going to be a thing. You just collect all the stuff, learn all the things. Maybe one day it gets multiplayer, and you play it with somebody that hasn't played it yet. But that's about the extent of doing it again. But yeah, Magical Mixture Mill looked like it might have vaporware possibilities. So I'm not sure I want to buy it until they seem a little more sure of where their early access is going. I mean, there are games in early access that may as well be done. Or you could just call them completed. They could chop them off where they are. Satisfactory is a game I want to go back and play. I started playing that during... I don't remember what they refer to them as, but Release 3 a long time ago. And I just noticed that they're up to Release 6. And at 3 I was happy, so I'm sure they've done a ton. Valheim, yeah. Valheim, they could just chop off the last areas and call it a complete game. And everyone would just agree with them. Yep, this game is done. We are happy with what you have completed here. But they continue to do more work on that. There's whole areas still coming. Bosses, new decorations, better loading times. And then there's games like Star Citizen. There are children in high school who have been alive during their entire life. Star Citizen has been in early access. 15 years. 15 years in early access. My understanding is they keep adding things and keep breaking things, but they don't complete anything. So everything feels like it's half finished. It would make sense if they just finished with Ashlands. Just release the game, do a DLC. No one's gonna argue about a DLC for a game that costs that little but has so much replayability. Alright, I'm actually leaving now. Thanks for stopping by, Sophia. I'll catch you in one of our streams later on. Everybody else, thanks for coming, thanks for watching. Be good to yourselves. And I'll catch you all next time. Bye for now.